So here we have quite a difficult junction. You have traffic coming from the right, turning left, going straight across in front of the flow of traffic from where we are behind the transit van. You have traffic coming from directly across in front of us. They can turn right, left and straight over. In our lane we have a right hand lane, a middle lane and a turning to the left just in front of the red Honda in front of us. That doesn't involve where we are. However, you can turn left and directly carry on. So you have in fact 3 lanes. Coming from the left where those cars are turning to the right and going straight over, you have 3 lanes there as well. The traffic you can see turning right can also turn immediate right and carry straight on. We're in the middle lane, so those going to the left will bear off to the left, those going to the right and turning right can go right. However, as you can see, we are going straight on but bearing to the right. This means that we need to keep over onto the left hand lane as traffic turning to the right with us in effect have to then file over to the left from the right as the traffic enters single lane. It can be quite confusing as you've seen, but you've got to be aware. So as you arrive at that junction, while you're waiting for the traffic lights to change colour, look to your left, look to your right, look to immediately down to your right on your right hand side through the driver's mirror, and also the same on the left, because you don't know what is to your immediate right and to your immediate left. So look in your door mirrors and your rear view mirrors. You then have to see where you're going to be exiting from on that junction and make your mind up as to how you're going to attack in effect that junction. So always plan ahead while you've got the time and stick to the imaginary white lines, as usually there isn't any. There is as you arrive, but they disappear once you're on the junction. So be aware and just plan ahead. Now coming up to the roundabout, start taking into account traffic lights. Look to the right now as you approach the roundabout, looking for anything emerging from the right or anything for emerging on the roundabout to come right round the roundabout. Keep looking to your right, stay in the left hand lane, look in your right rear view mirror, check where your trailer is, signal left as you leave the junction, letting traffic approaching the junction on the right hand side know what you're doing. Always keep looking ahead, looking behind you in your rear view mirrors to see what's directly behind you where you can see it, so that you know, should an emergency arise, what's happening behind you as well as in front of you. Again, another junction. Here we're going to have to wait a while. It's on red, so it shouldn't be too long. Be aware for traffic coming up, there you go, on your right hand side, because what they will want to do is always try and get past you. Now, because these vehicles have come past you on the right hand lane, I know at the other side of this junction the road narrows from the right, so all these vehicles on the right will have to get in front of you or past you if they're alongside you. So we're going to be going straight on. The traffic that wants to turn right will be in the outside lane turning right. There is a left hand turn just in front of the green bus, so that will be no problem. It's when this traffic with this pickup and the other cars and this red car directly in front of us, they will make to dive in front of us to get past us as the road narrows from the right and becomes a single lane. So just keep an eye out how much traffic tries to squeeze past us before the road narrows. So they're still coming past. They know they're going to be running out of space here. go, as the road narrows from the right. Not too bad, but the white car and the silver car in front, they were well behind me, and they knew that they have to get past me, otherwise they'd be in trouble. So be aware of that. A lot of car drivers and van drivers will still be trying to overtake you even now. This vehicle is loaded, so it's very slow. It's a bit of an incline, so they'll all be desperate to get past. The same again here, this traffic lights. There you go, it's gone flying past me. First thing he's done, brake lights on, same here, because they know, there you go, brake lights, he's got to jump across in front of me. There you go, there's another one. They have to get past. So always be aware when driving your lorry that for car drivers, van drivers, motorcyclists, you are an obstruction in their eyes. They will not wait behind you if there is any opportunity for them to get past you. Again, there's a roundabout coming up. We'll be going off at I think it's the third exit, so we're going almost to 1 o'clock. And even now, there'll be cars trying to get past to overtake you. You keep left-hand lane, watching your near side for clipping the curb in your near side mirror, and also trying to keep the left-hand lane and then watching your offside rear wheels on your trailer so they don't go over the lane markers. Again, they tend to dive in here because the road again narrows from the right pretty quickly. Luckily no one behind me there at that time, but you've got to be aware of this all the time. You are, in all intents and purposes, a pain for them to get past, and they will squeeze past you on the inside or the outside, and then if there's any issues, it's your fault because you didn't see them. Not that it's their fault that they shouldn't have tried to do it. So always be aware, plan ahead, look as far ahead as possible, keep looking in both mirrors and in front of you at all times. And again, anticipate traffic lights when they're going to change. Now that white Mercedes on the right hand side has just gone past. He just come airing past us, and all he's done is gone up less than a quarter of a mile to turn off. But they all do it, and I dare say you and I have tried to do it as well as car drivers when we've been trying to get past the lorry. It's unfortunate that a lorry can't accelerate as fast as their car because of the weight and the size, but a lot of car drivers don't take that into account. Again, a big roundabout, busy, it's entering the motorway section here, about a quarter of a mile away, so it's very busy. To the right is Nottingham, to the left is the M1. You've got 4 lanes of traffic. A lot of them tend to creep over on the left to cut this corner. You'll be out almost touching that white line because to bend to the left where we're going tightens up a little bit, so we need a little bit of space for the near side trailer wheels so we don't clip the curb. And they will race round here to get up this dual carriageway. It's only 40 miles an hour. To them it doesn't matter, they'll do 70. It's also an incline, so we're now really struggling. There you go, a lorry's gone past me, so that shows I think I've got about, I don't know, 20 plus tonne on, so I'm looking about 30 odd tonne going uphill, so I'm not going to be doing much more than 30 miles an hour here. And these cars are stuck behind this looks like a grain lorry or something like that, so he's not going very fast. I've now got to go over the right hand lane, so I'm indicating well in advance to let the traffic know that I will be pulling over to go M1 northbound. Plenty of time, otherwise they will just not let me out. So always be aware. And again, we have another very busy junction. Traffic coming from the right, off the motorway slip road, and also coming from underneath the motorway. So there'll be speed around there. So always be aware of what's happening around you.